Yes, we are live. This is Stephanie. Welcome to this live stream. So glad that you were able to join me live or that you took some time to watch the replay. If that is the case, welcome. And I respect and honor your time for being here. And I'm going to dive right in the content in just a minute. Just give me a chance to go ahead and share this broadcast to my group. And I will be right with you. Okay, let's see here. Okay, that is, I think that's shared to my group. And I'm wearing glasses today. I need glasses to see things that are far away. And I have some handy dandy notes that are far away over here on another monitor behind this one where I'm broadcasting. So in order to see my notes so that I can deliver the content, I needed to put on my glasses. So that's what's happening there. Okay. Okay, great. All right, so if you're joining me, let me know that you're here. Go ahead and comment below and let me know where you're logging in from today. And if you don't mind, if you could share what goals you're working on in your business for this month specifically, whether that's a subscriber goal, a growth goal, like as it relates to increasing your subscriber base, increasing your Facebook group, a goal to get booked on more podcasts and live stream interviews and other online-based speaking opportunities. If it's a goal to enroll more clients or a goal to increase your, well, I already said increase your email list or a revenue goal, share what that is below. Or if you have a question, go ahead and share that below as well. I will be checking back later on to see, for those of you that are watching the replay, what questions you had, and I'll be back to answer those. If you don't want to post a question openly in the comments, go ahead and send a message to my page or private message me personally through my personal profile, and I'll do my best to assist you. So today we're talking about the 5-step process for massive growth in your business this month. And as I mentioned before, the reason why I'm wearing glasses, which I usually don't, is because I need these to see far away. And I've set up my little studio here so that I can see my notes on a monitor right behind me as I deliver the content, so that I stay on point, stay on track, give you all the goods that you came here to learn about achieving growth in your business. And I really want to stay on point. If you're here with me live, I can stay to answer questions afterwards, but I really want to stay focused on the content here this morning. So I'm going to be sharing with you a 5-step process. And let's see, a 5-step process to achieving your goals. And these are things that are not totally new or revolutionary. It's things that you may already know how to do, but you possibly don't execute in this way, in this order, or at all. You probably think it's not important. You probably don't see the part that each of the points in this process has to play in the overall game plan as it relates to achieving your goals. And I want to share with you that this is the foundation for which I set my own goals, and that I encourage my clients to set theirs as well. And if you take a look at my website, or if you're a member of my group, you may have seen some of those success stories from my clients. And I already actually did a live stream earlier saying that, titled "Success is not an accident," because it really isn't an accident. You really have to take focused, deliberate, conscious, disciplined steps towards achieving your goals for it to happen. Anybody that you hear that say that, something, I achieved this result out of the blue. It's usually not out of the blue. It's usually something that they've done before that led to that outcome, that led to, they may not even know that those things were leading up to that outcome, but they were still in action, and they were doing something to influence some kind of an outcome, and then they may have been surprised by the results. But it definitely takes deliberate action in order to achieve any kind of growth in your business or in your life. So I'm going to be sharing with you the 5-step process. As I said before, I have some notes over here on another monitor behind me. And take notes as you go along, or feel free to watch this again. And definitely feel free to ask me questions below, even if you're watching the replay, so that I can come back and answer those. So number one, without further delay, in the 5-step process to achieve massive growth in your business this month, is to set the goal. Very simple. Set a goal of what you're trying to achieve. Be very specific. When I started this live stream, I said before, this process will work for you if you're trying to achieve a goal of increasing your subscriber base, or increasing your subscriber base, or a revenue goal, or a sales goal, or a client goal, or if you're trying to fill a group coaching program. Let me just shake the mouse here so that I don't lose my notes. Whatever it is, it has to be specific, and you have to set that goal and be very clear about what you're trying to achieve, because all the action steps that you will take would be towards the attainment of that one specific goal. So set a goal, and I'm going to give you a guideline as to how to set goals that you can achieve, goals that make sense, goals that excite you, and not and goals that excite you and will keep you moving forward, right? So it's a five-part process in terms of, we're still on number one here in terms of achieving massive growth in your business, but it's a 5-letter acronym for the things that constitute a good goal, a goal that excites you, a goal that you can achieve, a goal that you can work towards in a specific time frame. And that is SMART, right? A SMART goal. And SMART is not smart, the word, but SMART as an acronym, right? And that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-based. You want to be specific, which is what I said before. When you're setting a goal, be very clear about what you're trying to achieve. You want it to be measurable, something that, okay, if it's a subscriber goal, you're trying to achieve a growth goal as relates to your subscriber base. So say you want to add 100 new subscribers to your email list this month. That's very specific, and you can measure that by breaking it down to say that's about 3 subscribers or more per day. And when you break it down like that, when you lay it out in terms of the time frame and what you're trying to achieve, then you can get really creative around ways that you can bring 3 or more subscribers on board onto your email list throughout the month in order to achieve that goal. So it has to be measurable. It has to be achievable. It has to be something that is not too far out of the park, because if that's the case, then you're going to feel defeated by that goal, and you're not going to work to achieve it. You're going to self-sabotage. So if you are coming from a place where you would normally enroll, say, 20 plus subscribers per month, right? Maybe about 1 subscriber a day, or 1 subscriber every 2, maybe 3 days. Then setting a goal of increasing your subscriber base to 100 persons is not too far off the mark. It's something that you can make happen with focused effort, because if you can bring in 1 subscriber every day or every couple of days, then you can bring in 3 subscribers a day, right? So that's something that's achievable. Realistic, again, and achievable and realistic is similar. You don't want to aim for something that's too far off the mark, that just your mind cannot accept or wrap itself around. And again, you're going to set up yourself for sabotage, right? And finally, it should be time-based. It should be a goal that you want to achieve within a specific time frame, not just some goal to say, someday I hope to add 100 subscribers to my list, or I should be able to add 100 subscribers maybe in the next 2 or 3 months. No, it has to be a specific time that you're giving yourself to accomplish your goal, right? A deadline, and you have to abide by it, right? So that's number one, set a SMART goal, right? Number two is to create a plan that includes at least 3 ways that you can achieve your goal, right? So you want to give yourself some, this is the meat of your growth plan, right? This is what will actually get you from where you are now to the massive growth that you're trying to achieve. So this is where you're going to brainstorm strategy. But you don't want to tie yourself to just one strategy. You want to give yourself some leeway to bring about that result in different ways, so that you set yourself up in terms of just the odds of you achieving your goal. If you have 3 ways or more of making it come about, is in your favor. So you want to set the odds in your favor, as well as you want to have your mind see that you can achieve this goal because you have a well thought out plan with various ways that it can happen. So some way or another, you're going to achieve that goal. You want to set yourself up and put yourself in that place where this is going to happen because I'm doing these various things to bring it about. In corporate, if they're trying to achieve a certain sales goal, they don't tie it just to one campaign. They usually have a few different channels, through advertising, or if it's just through advertising, they have various advertising channels. Any media plan is going to have various channels where the brand will have a presence in order to achieve the sales growth that they have predicted or that they are going after. So the same should apply for your business, even if you're operating as a solopreneur or small business owner. Work out or plan out as much as you can with what you know and what you have right now. If you're not getting support from a coach, then you're going to have to do your best to brainstorm. And some ways that you can do that is by looking at past results, what has worked for you in the past. Also, just looking at what you know as the surefire ways to get a certain result. So for instance, if your goal is to increase your client base, proven ways to get clients are through speaking, referrals, and networking, right? Those are proven ways. Those are ways that work. Those are strategies that people are executing right now, whether offline or online, in order to achieve that goal. So that's something that you can start with. As far as as far as what you can do. And if you feel that you need support, then seek out that support, meaning someone who can mentor you to achieve that goal, like a coach, or enroll in a program that has the tools that can get you or to give you access to more strategies that you may not be aware of that can help you and support you towards achieving that goal, right? So that is number 2, right? Create at least 3 ways that you can achieve. Create a plan that includes at least 3 ways, 3 solid strategies that you can execute in order to achieve your goal. If I'm making sense so far, if you have any questions so far, go ahead and post those below. If there's any aha moments, anything that stands out, go ahead and post those below in the comments field as well, right? So that was number 2. I'm going to continue on to number 3. Number 3 is to execute with diligence, no excuses. Write down your action steps and add it to your calendar, right? So 2 and 3 are, very action-based, right? Now, in number 2, you're creating the plan. In number 3, you want to execute. You want to take action every single day, or at least during the days that you've allotted to work on your business, if this is a business growth goal, to spend some time executing the activities that it will take to get you to achieve your goal, to get you closer to your goal, right? So what the plan that you came up with in step number 2, you want to put action steps behind that plan. What are you going to do day to day? Because it's one thing to have a big picture plan or a big picture strategy of how you're going to achieve a goal, but what's your day to day? What are you going to do on a daily basis to bring that about? Do you need to set up a sales page? Do you need to outreach? Do you need to promote something that you're doing? Do you need to have set up sales conversations? Do you need to set up get acquainted conversations? Do you need to create content for a webinar that you're going to do? Do you need to create daily posts to keep the relationship, the lines of communication open with your community, so that they can see that you're giving value and reach out to you for support? What do you need to do on a day-to-day basis within the confines of your three-step plan in order to achieve your goal, right? And you want to execute with diligence. You want to make sure you calendar these items and you know exactly what you're doing each day to bring about your results, bring about your outcome, right? So that's number 3. If you're clear on number 3, comment below. If you're not clear, say not clear on number 3, and I will either answer it here in the live stream if you're here with me live. If you're on the replay, ask a specific question as it relates to number 3, and I'll answer that. Number 4, right, is to create visual reinforcement to support the attainment of your goal, right? Let me just shake my mouse here so that I don't lose my notes. Okay, so you want to create visual reinforcement to support the attainment of your goal. So you want to bring this to life, right? You need to be focused on it every day. And the best way to keep your focus on something is to have it visually in front of you, visually in a place where you can see it and access it on a daily basis, and have your subconscious mind be aware that and be on point with you that this is what we're working on this month. This is a goal that we've set for ourselves. This is what we're trying to achieve. And the more that you are in tune with this, the more your mind will search ways to bring this about. So making it visual, making it tangible is key. So what I mean here is, if you have a whiteboard, or if you have an easel and with paper on it that you can write your goal on, or take the paper off the easel and put it up on a wall in your workspace. Or if you are more of a digital person and you use your phone quite a bit, or your computer, you could create a pictorial representation, a digital representation of your goal that you're trying to achieve, and put it on your computer as your wallpaper, right, or your screensaver. But I prefer having it physically in your space, because when you're actually working on your computer, your wallpaper is not visible to you because you're working. While if you have it on a whiteboard or on an easel paper in your workspace, it's right there for you to see every day, and you can even make notes on that, and make any adjustments, or put certain milestones on that paper and keep it top of mind. Going back to my corporate background, we always had a whiteboard in our workspace with the things that we were working on for that month or for that quarter. So it's top of mind in a place where you can see it every day, and everybody, the team, yourself and your team, are on point and aware of what you're trying to achieve. And everybody, all hands are on deck to bring that goal to fruition, to create that result, to achieve that result or outcome, right? So you're doing the same thing here for your business, making sure that you are focused on your goal. If you have team members, making sure that they're focused on your goal as well, and to really keeping your subconscious mind and even your conscious mind on track, having your mindset tuned to the fact that this is what we're trying to achieve. Everything else is a distraction. This is our focus right now. This is your next level growth that you're trying to achieve, and that's all we're working on, full speed ahead, right? So go out today, get paper. It could be construction paper if you want it to be small. It could be easel paper, It could be, if you have a whiteboard, use it, clear off whatever's on the whiteboard and put your goal on there, and even put the plan that you've created, your 3-step plan for how you're going to achieve it, and the activities that you're going to be focused on daily to bring it about, right? So that is number 4. If you're clear on number 4, let me know below. If you have any questions, let me know as well. And then number 5 is to track your activities that support the achievement of your goal, to make sure that you're on track to achieving it, right? So if it's a subscriber goal, let's say, you possibly want to create a spreadsheet, or you can also go back to what I mentioned in step number 4, where you have a paper, whether it's a construction paper or easel paper, whatever it is, with your goal at the top of it, and possibly the days of the month, and what you the days of the month, and then what you have achieved so far towards your goal. So for instance, if it's a subscriber goal and today is the 3rd, and by the end of today you have enrolled 4 new subscribers, then you put 4 for May 3rd, and you put the number 4 so that it shows you, and you can see a visual representation of the fact that you're on track to achieving your goal. Or if you don't enroll any subscribers today, then you'd have to double up the next day possibly, but it will at least show you what you're trying to achieve and where you are in relation to it coming about, in relation to what you're trying to achieve. And you can be focused on the numbers. And again, when you're focused on the numbers, when you're focused on what you're trying to achieve, your brain will work towards coming up with solutions to support that, to help you to execute ideas that will get you to the target that you've set for yourself or for your business, right? So if you're a digital person, you can create a spreadsheet. If you like to see something physically, in person, in 3D, and top of mind in your workspace, then use another sheet of paper in addition to what I mentioned before, where you're going to have your tracking activities laid out so that you know how far off or how close to the mark you are towards achieving the goal that you've set for yourself, or the growth goal that you've set for yourself for this month, right? So that's number 5. Track your activities to support the achievement of your goal. And I have a bonus here. Give me a minute so that I can move down on my other monitor. Okay, the bonus goal is to tune out the noise. So you want to be really laser focused here. Anything great that you're trying to achieve, you're going to have to be focused, and you're going to have to be disciplined. And if it's a massive growth goal that you're trying to achieve, it's going to take massive concentration, massive focus, possibly massive effort, more than what you've ever done in order to achieve a goal that you possibly have never accomplished, right? So you're going to have to be really focused. So that means less time scrolling through your Facebook feed, scrolling through your Instagram or Twitter feed, less time watching videos, less time signing up for training that doesn't support the achievement or the attainment of your goal. If you are trying to achieve a goal as relates to increasing your subscriber base, you probably shouldn't be watching any training right now as it relates to creating a podcast. Unless you're going to create a podcast so that you can increase your subscriber base, right? Unless it's a podcast that's going to be directly focused on that. But the idea is tune out the noise and try to filter out the things that don't matter right now based on what you're trying to achieve. Tune out the distractions. Take less phone calls during the day. Check your phone less times. Have periods in the day when you're not going to check email, you're not going to check your text messages. You're not going to answer the phone because you're focused on the activities that you need to execute in order to achieve your goals. Spend time, blocks of time when you're just focused on that. And if you do want to have some downtime where you want to be able to scroll through your feeds and see what your friends are up to, do that after hours. But I would even dare say for the month, while you're focused on massive growth, we're not just trying to make a baby step forward here. We're working on big growth goals, right? We're almost at the midpoint of 2018. If you're not already on track to achieving your goals, then this is a time to really renew your focus and renew your commitment and get on track to achieving your goals. So you're going to have to do things that you may not have done before in order to get there. And so if it means that you're going to cut back on Netflix time, cut back on scrolling through the news feeds, so that you can really be focused on the goal that you're trying to achieve and have your mind constantly working towards coming up with ideas to bring it about, right? So I mentioned in other trainings that whenever I'm working on a big growth goal, I don't watch Netflix. I try to watch less. I may watch YouTube videos because I like to watch vegan recipe videos, but sometimes I even tune those out in order to stay focused on my goal. And I spend a lot of time being quiet. Even if I'm driving, I may not listen to the radio. I spend a lot of time being quiet and focus on what I'm trying to achieve so that I can come up with more ideas to get me there. Because sometimes I actually come up with strategies even outside of the 3-step strategies that I mentioned in step number 2 that will help you to achieve your goal. And it really, I get those downloads, those ideas, that inspiration when I take time to be quiet, when I tune out the noise and I tune out the distraction and only tune in to my purpose, tune in to my growth goal, tune in to the outcome of what I'm trying to achieve, tune in to the feels of what it would feel like to accomplish that goal, tune in to the things that I'll be able to do with the accomplishment of if I accomplish that goal, right? And tune out everything else. So that's my bonus tip for you. So let me go back over these steps, the 5-step process for massive growth in your business this month, right? Number 1 is to set a SMART goal. And when I say SMART, I mean the acronym of a SMART goal, which is make sure it's specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-based. Number 2 is to create a plan that includes 3 ways that you can achieve your goal. Actually map out 3 strategies that can get you towards achieving your goal with what you know and what you know how to do. If you need support with that, reach out to a mentor or a coach, right? Because there may be some things that you don't know how to do, right? Or don't know that you don't know how to do. And unless you reach out to someone who is helping and supporting others to achieve a goal like what you may be after, or has achieved that for themselves, then you may not get the support that you need and the tools that you need in order to achieve your goals. So reach out for help if needs be. But at least start with what you know, with what you have, and with what, in terms of what has worked in the past for you towards achieving a similar goal, and map out a strategy, 3 strategies rather, 3 plans that you can execute to achieve it. Number 3 is to execute with diligence. No excuses. Write down your action steps and calendar it, and make sure that you're taking daily steps towards the achievement of your goal. You shouldn't be waking up any day, any morning, and not knowing what to do. You need to be doing things each day that will support the achievement of your goal, right? Number 4 is to create visual reinforcement to support the attainment of your goal. And this should be fun, right? So I suggest making your visual reinforcement a nice big scrap paper or easel paper or construction paper or a whiteboard if you have it. Put your goal on that. Put your plan on it as well, right? And make sure that you're focused on, put it in a place in your work area where you can see it every day and stay focused on that goal. And number 5 is to track your activities that support the achievement of your goal. So this could look like creating a spreadsheet if you're a digital person, or you can, again, use construction paper or easel paper, scrapbook paper, something that you can put up in your workspace and write down create a table of some sort that would help you to track your activities as you get closer and closer. Not just your activities, but rather the milestones that you'll reach on the way to your goal. So if it's a revenue goal, you should be tracking how much money is coming in each day in your business. And I gave you a bonus tip, which is to tune out the noise. Now I want to give you another resource here. So this month, I actually have 3 open spots in my private coaching program where I work with my clients to help them to get powerfully visible, attract their targeted leads online, be able to create a community and build a tribe that is truly focused on their niche, the niche of your expertise, that is, and really tuned into hearing from you and what you have to offer in terms of resources to help them to achieve their goals and the transformations that they're trying to achieve. And then I help you to create a sales process to get persons on the phone and close the deal and enroll more clients in your business. So if you have a goal that's around reaching more people, being seen as an expert, getting more visible, getting more clients, and making more money, up-leveling your business, then we should talk, right? I'm going to leave, actually, I think there's already a link here on, yes, it's a bit.ly link that says ready for breakthrough, right? Go ahead and click that link, complete the short form on that link, and I'll email you with my calendar so that we can choose a time that is mutually convenient for us to have a marketing breakthrough session, a 45-minute session where we really get focused on your business and what you're trying to achieve. And I'll map out some steps for you to take to move forward. And then I'll let you know, we'll both see if we are a fit to work together, if you could possibly be a candidate in my 3-month private coaching program. So go ahead and click that link to get started. And if you have any questions about what was covered today, go ahead and post those below. Or if you'd like some customized attention, go ahead and send me a private message. I'm very approachable, and I'll do my best to answer you and give you the information that you need, and we'll take it from there, okay? And go ahead and share this with a friend or a colleague or accountability partner as well, to spread this message, get more persons focused and on point towards achieving their goals for this month. And otherwise, I'll see you soon. All right? Take care.